question. Tony giving me a maple leaf. Appreciate it, Tony. I am in the 200 meter today. That was awesome. All righty. Hopefully we're not having too many internet issues here. And let's going. So how many Berlin streets are named after Adolf Hitler? How many? Tony thinking 0, 5, 4, 3. In fact, Tony is correct. 0. Oh, so is Pooks 23. Yes, 0, none. Is anybody surprised? I'm not in the slightest surprised. It is 0. Alrighty. What female artist had more? Oh no, I've done that. Who reportedly turned down Meryl Streep's role in Music of the Heart and Michelle Pfeiffer's role in the Fabulous Baker Boys? Anybody catch that? Who reportedly turned down Meryl Streep's role in Music of the Heart and Michelle Pfeiffer's role in the Fabulous Baker Boys? Shot, Arcanist, I'll just call you Shot. Just put in an answer anytime. Just put in an answer. The points don't really matter. We just have fun. Whenever I give away money, it's randomly for a correct answer. So it's not the fastest or whatever. So yeah, Shot, go ahead. Just put in answers and be done with it. All righty. Does anybody know who this is? We got 13 on our pan, 6 on YouTube. The question is again, who reportedly turned down Meryl Streep's role in Music of the Heart and Michelle Pfeiffer's role in the Fabulous Baker Boys? I'll give you a hint. It is a singer. Yes, it is a singer. It was not Cher and it was not Bette Midler. Interesting that those two are both singers that you guessed. So no, it wasn't Cher or Bette Midler. Anybody else? There we go. Tony. Tony. I keep on wanting to say full names on YouTube. I shouldn't. Just Tony. Yes, it is in fact Madonna. Yeah, no, Ariana Grande is a bit too recent, I think. What city was the first American college located in? Oh, yes. I didn't guess right. What city? No, it wasn't Elton John. It was a Madonna Shot. Yes, you got that. What city was the first American college located in? What city was the first American college located in? Not Philadelphia. There we go. Not Boston. Not Philly. What was the first American college located in? What city? So Arkansas is not a city. I don't know if that's a bit of a jab or something there. Think about a famous old colleges in America, and that would maybe give you a hint. It is a college city to this day. Not Newark, specific craft. No, it wasn't Newark. My guess in my mind was the correct state, but not the correct city within the state. Not Jamestown, CT. Not Miami. Not again is what city was the first American college located in? Think about what are the oldest colleges in America? Okay, and then think about what city they might be in. I don't know if I can be any more hinty without giving you the answer. Harvard is in a city, but think about that vintage of school. And Roanoke is incorrect. Jamie says, I don't know cities, but you do know colleges, maybe. Anybody know? There we go. Brittany, is it Babies or Babbles? Maybe Brittany Babbles. There we go. And Mr. Kirk Powers getting it right with Cambridge. Of course, Cambridge. The very famous college, but also Cambridge, Massachusetts is where it was located. All righty. What book mentions Colin Firth and Hugh Grant, who both went to star in the movie? Oh, interesting. Interesting. What book mentions Colin Firth and Hugh Grant, who both went on to star in the movie? Brittany Babel's giving me some small emoji I cannot see on my screen. Guys, if you can give me an upvote, whether you're on RPAN or on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. It always helps the channel. And if you want to go to the YouTube channel, generoustrivia.com will take you straight there. Generoustrivia.com. Somebody from New Zealand and don't know the cities. Alrighty. Anybody know what book mentions Colin Firth and Hugh Grant, who both went to star on in the movie? There we go. What's that? Mr. Kirk Powers and Jamie getting it right. Thanks for the gold. Getting it right with Bridges Jones's Jared. So did Vulpes. There we go. And Betlever. Lots of new people on RPAN today. That's awesome. If you're new, give me a big brain emoji. That's kind of how we chime in at the beginning of the show. Just lets me know, acknowledge you. Oh, there's somebody new on. So yeah, give me also throughout the show. If you big brain and answer, figure it out, you can put it on there too. And when you sign off, just put in lots of big brains. Here we go. Who was the first U.S. president? Oh, no. Who was the first Roman Catholic president of the United States? Who was the first Roman Catholic president of the United States? Anybody know? Again, Mr. Kirk, thank you for the gold. Appreciate it immensely. The sleeping dogs, not giving me a big... What is that emoji? Is that a big brain emoji? I can't even tell what that is. Usually it looks like a pink little ball, but you guys are giving me something else. Maybe it's a big brain type. All right. Who was the first Roman Catholic president? Who was the first Roman Catholic president of the U.S.? There we go. Den Joga, Belt Lever, Mr. Kirk Powers, all giving me a JFK. Yes, it was a JFK. Thanks for the fun trivia. All righty, let's keep going. What nationality? No, it wasn't Roosevelt. It was JFK. Here we go. Who considered founding? Nope. What artist stopped talking to Van Gogh after the ear-cutting incident? There we go. Mr. Kirk Powers giving me the big brain. Here we go. What was the name of Vincent Van... What artist stopped talking to Van Gogh after the ear-cutting incident? I didn't know there was an incident, but apparently there was. What artist stopped talking to Van Gogh after the ear-cutting incident? Not Picasso, not Monet. I've heard this name before, but I didn't know it was an art name, actually. I've heard the name before. I will give the hint once I've seen. Not Degas, no, Da Vinci, Picasso, Cézanne, all incorrect. Yeah, not Monet either. What artist stopped talking to Van Gogh after the ear-cutting incident? Nope, not Degas. How can I give... this is clue. The only way I know how to do... does anybody know the Tahitian cruise line? There we go. That's my hint. The Tahitian cruise line. The guy who painted the island women. Potentially. I saw the movie once on it and forgot. I saw a movie on it but forgot it. Yes, he painted Tahitian women, not Renoir. Then Joga almost thinks he has it. Can't remember the name. Anybody know the Tahitian cruise line? If not, no, not Peter Max. It does start with a P. Next. All right, Paul Gauguin or Gauguin. Paul Gauguin is Paul Gauguin. It started with a P. Next question. What creature takes its name from Aboriginal words for no drink? What creature takes its name from Aboriginal words for no drink? Oh, I was incorrect. I would emphasize the word Aboriginal. What creature takes its name from the Aboriginal word for no drink? Yes, Tony, as well as Line 1, get it right with the koala. I went with Tabritz is 44 and Mr. Kirk. I was thinking camel, but no, it's the koala. The koala. I guess koalas don't drink a lot. I don't know. What do I know? What movie award appears in the International Radio Alphabet? Which movie award appears in the International Radio Alphabet? Can't believe that was a number 4 question. That seems a little bit too big. There we go. Fort Walton Bleach. Getting it right. Anybody else? There we go. Denjoga, Line A1. Yes, the Oscars. The Oscars. All righty. Guys, hope you're enjoying. Give it an upvote. Give me a big brain. Like, yes, Specific Craft 3201 knows how to chime in. When you first come on, give me the answers. Yeah, Oscar was the right one. Radiate Tony, Mr. Kirk Powers, Belt Lever. Alrighty. What sport did the Baltimore Elite Giants, the Kansas City Monarchs, and the New York Cubans play in the 1930s? Anybody know that? Line A1 also chiming in with his big brain, his or hers. Thank you for the vibing. Vibing. I haven't seen that award before. What sport did the Baltimore Elite Giants, Kansas City Monarchs, and New York Cubans play in the 1930s? Line A1, Denjoga, Fort Walton, Jamie, and Tony all getting it correct, with baseball. If you're really delayed, one option is to go to generoustrivia.com and watch it on YouTube. Way less delay on YouTube. So Denjoga giving me the big brain. Nice to see you, Denjoga. Jump over to YouTube at some point. That'd be awesome too. Alrighty. What European capital, known as the Venice of the North, is built on 14 islands? There we go. What European capital, known as Venice of the North, is built on 14 islands? I'm not sure. What is La Croix? Oh, that was from the last one. Synchronized swimming. No, Santorini. Enough. There we go. Happy birthday for 2-month-old. Here we go. The question is, what European capital, known as the Venice of the North, is built on 14 islands? Not Oslo, not Milwaukee. That's not a European capital. No, it's not Oslo. I've been here. Yeah. We use water transportation to get around. It was just easier. Not Antwerp or Vienna. Breeze Master chiming in. Nice to see you. Anybody else? What European capital is known as the Venice of the North is built on 14 islands? Not Amsterdam or Helsinki or Vienna or Antwerp. Vasa Museum, guys. Give it to me. I'm soon going to be like, I'm just going to give you the hint. The Vasa Museum, not Iceland. 2 with Oh no, Line won, getting it with Stockholm. Stockholm. Here we go. What European countries native people? Oh no, I've asked that. Sorry, guys. I asked that question. It was Stockholm, Sweden. It's not Amsterdam? No, Daniel. Here we go. What creatures produce delicious jelly on SpongeBob SquarePants? What creatures produce delicious jelly on SpongeBob SquarePants? Yes, I am Top Kappa. It is Stockholm. Stockholm. There we go. Denjoga moves over. And who produces the wonderful jelly? But of course, jellyfish. That is such a SpongeBob thing to do. The jellyfish produce jelly. It's so natural. So yeah, lots of you got it right. Wolfface, Line 1, Breeze Master. I might have missed a few on Jamie, Fort Walton, and Jacob. Everybody getting it right with jellyfish. Or almost everybody get it. Radiate. Oh, CT. Everybody getting it. All right. Who gave the state of Florida its name? Who gave the state of Florida its name? Anybody know who gave Florida its name? There we go. There we go. Thanks for the silver and Tacapa. Appreciate it. Ponce de Leon is Juan Ponce de Leon. Not Jose, but Juan, but Fort Walton, Tony, and who else? Line. It's not Florida man. Not Flow Rider either. Ponce de Leon. I gave it to him. Alrighty. What plastic often has its name shortened to PS? Huh. Denjoga's got competition. Yes. What plastic? Hey there, Two with Ink and Scone 42. Thanks for chiming in. Giving me the big brain. Lots of big hitters here tonight. Like it. It's fun. What plastic often has its name shortened to PS? There we go. Denjoga, Tony, big braining it. Vulpes. I'm just going to call you Vulpes. Polystyrene. I totally missed polystyrene. But that makes sense from Palm Springs. That old Palm Springs plastic. No, polystyrenes. Alrighty, next question. What garden vegetable was known for years as green Italian squash? Yes, nailed it. Big brained it. I big brained this. What garden vegetable was known for years as green Italian squash? Anybody know? Not cucumbers, but Radiate, Fort Walton Bleach, as well as Denjoga, getting it right with zucchini. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Volpes, Line, Scone, 515 girl. Everybody seems to know. I thought I'd big brain that, but yes, it was zucchini. Zucchini. All right. What are the two red stripes on the flag of Latvia said to represent? What are the two red stripes of the flag of Latvia said to represent? Ooh, this one you might have to big brain. Two red stripes on the Latvian flag. What do you guys think? Oh, the American version. Oh, yes. Courgette, is that zucchini in British? Yes, zucchini was the answer. Not pickle and not cucumber, but zucchini. Anybody, you got a big brain, this, guys. I don't think too many would know. What are the two red stripes on the flag of Latvia said to represent? A red stripe beer? Nope. Potatoes and polite bureau? No. Purity and blood. You know what, Fort Walton? You are very close. Tracks, the number, Estonia. No, it's not. Uh, what an obscure question. Yes. Blood. Anyways, I'm going to give the answer, guys. The blood of a hero. Because people are guessing two things. But yes, blood. It was the blood of the hero. So I think Fort Walton was the first one to surmise it had anything to do with blood. Alrighty. What was the four-letter name of Atari's 1972 ball and paddle arcade game? What was the four-letter name of Atari's 1972 ball and paddle arcade game? I think it was the worst video game ever, right? There we go. Tony, Radiate, Fort Walton, Denjoga, Jamie, CT. See all those names I listed off, Jamie? They're all playing on YouTube, and they get it way quicker. There we go. Everybody seems to know it is Pong. So if you go to generoustrivia.com, you'll go straight to YouTube, and it's just a faster and generally better experience. It doesn't ever cut me off. Sometimes our pen does. Alrighty. How many stars appear on the flag of Australia? I missed it. YouTube for the win, yes. How many stars appear on the flag of Australia? There we go. Fort Walton going back and forth. It's not 3. It's not 7. It's not 11. Nope, it's not 7. Not 23. Not 7. 17. Wow, I didn't get this right either, but I didn't. It's not 8 or 5. Name any number. No. CT gets it right. CT gets it right with 6. 6. I thought it was 4. I don't know what I was thinking. It's 4 New Zealand, maybe? I don't know. Alrighty. Next question. What country's postage stamps are marked Magyar Posta? Magyar Posta. Anybody know where a Magyar is? CT known as flags with the 6 stars. Magyar Posta. They represent the Commonwealth. Interesting. Anybody know what country's postage stamps are marked with Magyar Posta? 4 is New Zealand. Yeah, that's what I was confusing it. Yeah. There we go. Hey, if you're new, give me a big brain. Not France, Mongolia, not Russia, Ukraine. There we go. Denjoga, RT Sasser, getting it right with Hungary. Hungary. It is actually Hungary. Alrighty. What country did Maoris name Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud? What country did Maoris name Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud? Despite my attempted pronunciation of yes, of the country name, yes, bunch of people. Denjoga, Fort Walton, I think were the first two. RT Sasser, Line. I'm sure there was maybe 1 or 2 before that. Getting it right with New Zealand. New Zealand. Guys, you guys are really big braining this today. What country boasts the highest and lowest points in South America? What country boasts the highest and lowest points in South America? Land of the desperately needed sheep. Not Chile, Ecuador, Brazil, or Peru. No, nobody's got it right there. No, it's a single country, guys. It's not more than one. Not Chile, Brazil. No, it's not Chile. It's not Bolivia. What country boasts the highest and the lowest points in South America? No, lots of people thinking Chile. It's not. There we go. Line A1 has the right answer. I didn't see it until line A1. It might have been given. Oh, there we go. RT Sasser also gives it. for Argentina. It is, in fact, Argentina. Oh, there we go. We got 10 on YouTube. I'm going to put this on. That means we're giving $5 away. If you hop over to YouTube, I know it's not much, but hey, I haven't made a dime at this. I'm just doing it for fun. So if you hop over to YouTube, generoustrivia.com, get you to YouTube. Where can I put this? There we go. Yeah, if you go over to YouTube, we're going to give away $5 at the end of the show, probably in the half hour. I'm going to finish at 10 o'clock. There we go. Breeze Master giving me the big brain. Because, yeah, there we go. The money light. I don't know. Where can I put it? No, that's not it. I know what to do. Here we go. Is that better? There we go. There's the money light. Oh, it's not still showing up in YouTube. All right. That's fine. Hop over to YouTube, generoustrivia.com. $5 by the end of the show. All righty. What is the largest island in the Atlantic? What is the largest island in the Atlantic? There we go. Denjoga getting the money light going. I do YouTube all the time, so go to generoustrivia.com. That'll pop you over to my YouTube. Breeze Master, I do it all the time there now. I usually do both. All right, what's the biggest island in the Atlantic? Thank you, Psychedelic Speak Freak. I appreciate you mentioning the energy. Sometimes I'm a little less energetic, but tonight I seem to have it. I only did 2 shows today. Maybe that's why. Greenland. Lots of people get it. Fort Walton, the first one over there. Breeze Master, I'm not sure if anybody did it before then. Yes, it is a Greenland. Greenland. All righty. How many stones make up each of Stonehenge's trilithons? How many stones make up each of Stonehenge's trilithons? Oh, it's right in the answer, for crying out loud. Trilithons. Did they really need to say that? Yes. Tony, Denjoga, Vulpe, Alaine. Lots of people got it with 3. Yes, 3. Guys, if you're on RPAN or Reddit and you just want a bit better experience, go to generoustrivia.com. It'll take you to YouTube, and it works better. And we're giving $5 over at YouTube, so that's another reason to do it. I do give money on Reddit when we hit the front page, which I'm not thinking we're doing today, but who knows? Maybe we will. What sport was most frequently featured in Degas' paintings? Which sport was most frequently featured in Degas' paintings? I was close, but not close enough. Whoever made this trade was truly a big brain. Not badminton, golf, football, or polo. Polo, Jamie, was my guess, but not right. Not cricket, not golf. Another polo. That was my guess. Croquet. No. Ballet or swimming? No. Neither of those two. Guys, if you're on Reddit, go to generoustrivia.com and go over to YouTube. We're giving away $5. Better experience. Not karate, not tennis, not fencing, not baseball, not ballet, not bullfighting, not basketball, not BMX, not twister. Here we go. Here's the question. What sport was most frequently featured in Degas' paintings? Let's just say, in some people's mind, the human isn't the athlete. There we go. There's my hint. Not tennis, fencing, fishing, or dressage, though you're getting closer with that answer. Not tennis, not Fortnite. There we go. Tony, finally. Here we go. This is what I reserved for Tony, is with horse racing. Yes, it's in fact horse racing. I guessed polo too, so whoever guessed polo was close, but it was horse racing. Alrighty. How many calves does the average giraffe mother give birth to each time? Yes. Nails it. How many calves does the average giraffe mother give birth to each time? I thought I was nailing a really tough one, but no. Everybody seems to know. Big braining it. Line A1, Jamie. Jamie, I believe, being the first of many ones. One, yeah. I can't imagine a mama giving birth to two giraffes at the same time. That would be tough. Alrighty. Who beat France 5-3 after a penalty shootout to win the 2006 World Cup? Who beat France 5-3 after a penalty shootout to win the 2006 World Cup? Not my team. That's the answer. No, it was not Germany. That is my team, Jamie. Not Spain. Anybody else? We got 12 on YouTube. Somebody else, go to Generous Trivia if you're on Reddit. Let's try and get my most ever on YouTube. There we go. Rah Hertz getting it right. The only one on YouTube getting it right. Nobody on Reddit. It was Italy. It was Italy that got it right. All righty. So yes. Sorry I'm not signed in on YouTube. You can go to generoustrivia.com. Play there. All righty. Who was president of Kenya from 1963 to 1978? If you don't know, you maybe can big brain this. Oh, okay. All right, YouTube to be able to go there and actually answer. So, a human? Gaddafi? No. All righty. I'll give it a few more guesses and then I'll give you a big hint. Who was president of Kenya from 1963 to 1978? No, not Idi Amin. He was in Uganda. Not Nelson Mandela. No, not Amin. Everybody's going to guess. Not Mugabe. Sadat. Okay, here's my hint. His last name is almost the name of the country. Not James Madison, not Mugabe, not Annan, not Kofi. You guys are just naming every African leader. The question might as well be name an African leader. So, who was president of Kenya from 1963 to 1978? My hint is his name is almost the same as the country. It's not Kenyatta, but you're getting close. Not Kenyan. Kenya is the country, Vulpa. Kenya, no. Let's say it's the country's name plus something. There we go. Line A1. And what's that? Terraman Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta is the name. So that's kind of funny. That's like a Canadian, I don't know, Canadia or something being their last name. All right. Which is the main sweetening ingredient in the Cypriotic dish baklava? It's also a bit of Turkish too, but anyways, what's the main sweetening ingredient in the dish baklava? Ooh, should have known this. Hey, I'm glad you're having fun, enjoying it. We do it 2-3 times a day. I've done it as much as 4 times a day, but I think I need to tone it back a little. It gets a little tiring. There we go. Denjoga, Fort Walton, Rah Hertz, Scone, and Vulpe, as well as Vulpe and Lloyd, all getting it right with honey. I don't know why I thought sugar. That was kind of a weak answer on my behalf. Alrighty. What nationality does Simpsons groundskeeper Willie refer to as cheese-eating surrender monkeys? Oh, is this racist? I guess not. What nationality does Simpsons groundskeeper Willie refer to as cheese-eating surrender monkeys? Not the Scottish. No, not the Scottish. Not the Irish. But Denjoga, Fort Walton, and Jamie get it. Radiate gets it too, as well as Volpe and Lloyd. Everybody seemed to know after the Scottish. It's the French. The French. That who. I'm glad it wasn't any more racist than that. No, it was the French. Yeah, I mean, it's poking fun. I mean, it's The Simpsons, right? Uh, what shape is the White House 1909 for U.S. presidents? This one's a bit of an easy one. There we go. What shape is the White House office constructed in 1909 for U.S. presidents? No, it's not the octagon or the pentagon. Volpe, just answering every shape he knows that has to do with the government. There we go. Tony, CT, Timrian, Lloyd, everybody else seems to know. Yes, it's the Oval Office. The Oval Office. All righty. We got 10 over at YouTube. Guys, by the end, by 9 o'clock, like in about 20 minutes, I am going to, I'm going to give $5 away. Oops. At YouTube. I'll make it 10 if we reach 20. So if you're at RPAN, go to generoustrivia.com and that'll take you over to YouTube. And let's see if we can get 20. All righty. And then I'll give away $10. Here we go. What disability do both Quasimodo and the judge who sentenced him to the pillory suffer from in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? What is that? Oh, didn't know. Now I do. What disability do both Quasimodo and the judge who sentenced him to the pillory suffer from in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Everybody guessing hunchback and scoliosis and spina bifida. That's what I thought too, but it's not to do with his hunchback. Sheep shape. No, it's nothing to do with his hunchback. So, I'm going to move this just a little so I can see. So, anybody else have an idea? What disability do both Quasimodo and the judge who sentenced him to the pillory suffer from in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Lazy eye, yeah. Did I say hump? I mean hunchback. Nothing to do with his hunchback. They both have 4 fingers. Nope. Speech disorder. Nope. I'm not sure what boradilitis, but probably had to do with his back. Nope. Not nearsightedness. Nope. Wow. What speech impediment? I hadn't noticed. No, inbreeding, a limp. No, not autism. Judge who sentenced him to the pillory suffer from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Does anybody know the irony of the Hunchback? If you know the irony of him ringing bells, suffered from the irony of him ringing bells. There we go. Line A1, finally getting it right. He was deaf. They were deaf. Denjoga, yes, they were deaf. So both the judge and he were deaf, and yet he was ringing the bells. When was curling first introduced as an Olympic sport? Oh, I'm not even close. Line A1, big braining it. Yes, with deaf. When was curling first introduced as an Olympic sport? I forgot that it was out of the Olympics. 1842. That's a little too. No, it's not recent, guys. I forgot. It was. I was thinking it was the same time. 1842. That's not a big brain. It's 1906. That's a little too early. But yeah, I think it was a sport for a while, and then they didn't have it. There we go. Lloyd of Chaos. There we go. I finally got your name in. Lloyd of Chaos. Getting it right with 1924. It was 1924 that curling. But yeah, it must have been out of the Olympics for a while, and then they came back. And Canada usually does quite well in yay Canada. Alrighty. What is the world's most populous Spanish-speaking country? I don't think I've asked this, but maybe in another game. Who knows? What is the world's most populous Spanish-speaking country? Anybody know? Not USA. It is not the USA. There is a lot of Hispanics in America, but I don't think it's the most. Not Argentina and not the Philippines. Interesting with the Philippines. That's a bit out there. Not Brazil. They speak Portuguese there. Rah hurts Jamie and Scone 42 getting it right with Mexico. Yes, with Mexico. Guys, before 10 o'clock and 15 minutes, I'm going to give $5 away at YouTube. So if you go to generoustrivia.com, let's try and get up to, I don't know, let's get up to 15. That would be my max ever on YouTube, which would be awesome. How many Major League Baseball teams today are named for four-footed animals? And then name them. Here we go. How many Major League Baseball teams are today named for four-footed animals and name them? I add that bonus question. No, Volpe. I never get upset by funny or wrong answers. Yeah, it makes it more fun, more entertaining. I, in fact, encourage, don't try and make every answer a joke. I need to get answers here. But yeah, I don't mind funny answers at all. I think it's funny. I mean, I do sometimes poke fun, but I know you guys are big braining stuff, and occasionally you mishear me or whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not 7. There we go. Can anybody else name how many Major League Baseball teams today are named for four-footed animals? Anybody else? The Cubs would be one of them. Yeah, ones. No, Rara Hertz came up with it. Yeah, the Cubs and the Tigers. The Cubs and the Tigers would be the two. Alrighty. Oh. What ocean's name means peaceful? What ocean's name means peaceful? Alrighty, somebody just gave me a big brain time. I gotta go see who this is. Lady Creepington. Thank you for the big brain time. I love that award. That is my favorite award. Yeah, because we're all about big braining this. So there we go. Fort Walton, Bleach, the first on that side, and Line A1 with the Pacific, of course. Pacific, pacifism, all sounds very similar. So yes, Pacific. What little guy couldn't take the role of Salah in Raiders of the Lost Ark because he was too busy filming Taxi? There we go. There we go. Fullerton Walton Bleach. I know a few of you. I don't mind it, guys, as long as it's not like I'm watching or, just reading funny answer after funny answer with no real legitimate answers as well. There we go. What little guy couldn't take the role of Salah in Raiders of the Lost Ark because he was too busy filming Taxi? There we go. Yes, Danny DeVito. Tony Denjoga, Fort Walton, DeVito, Fort Walton. Yeah, Danny DeVito. There we go. Some DeVitos over there. 515, line A. Might have missed another one or two there. Alrighty. Which is longer, the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Coast Trail? What's longer, the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Trail? Guys, if you can give me, hey, Alioth, thanks for joining. If you can give me a thumbs up, whether you're on YouTube or on Reddit, that'd be amazing. It just helps the channel by giving it a thumbs up. We get a few more views, and that would be awesome. So the question is, Which is longer, the Appalachian or the Pacific Coast Trail? We got a mix of Appalachian as well as Pacific. Appalachian Trail and Pacific. The answer is the Pacific Crest Trail. So Rah Hertz, were you the first? No, CT was the first one with Pacific Coast. Scone, Denjoga, thanks for the big brain. 14 watching. Guys, thank you. If you're on Reddit, go to generoustrivia.com. Let's beat my record for the most people on YouTube at once. That would be awesome. What is the world's highest capital? What is the world's highest capital? Oh, we're down to 12 back on YouTube. We burst to 14 and down to 12. Anyways, what is the world's highest capital? Mexico City is a good one, but not correct. Quito, I've been there, is not correct. Lima, nope. Ice and drugs, no. Dubai is quite low. It's sea level. Nepal, no. Kathmandu in Nepal, no. Tony being the only one and the second to answer, gets it right with La Paz, Bolivia. La Paz, Bolivia. Yeah, it's high in the mountains there. Alrighty. What position did Hall of Famer Hank Aaron play in his 23 seasons in the major leagues? This is not even that specific, actually. What position did Hall of Famer Hank Aaron play in his 23 years in the major leagues? Batter. Well, he did bat, but defender. He wasn't pitcher. He wasn't first base. He wasn't a batter. There we go. Denjoga, Rah Hertz. I'm not sure which outfield position he played, but yes, outfield was rather non-specific, and anybody who has outfield, and I'll take center field, was probably right. Yeah, center fielder. Alrighty. What is Japan's most famous rice wine? What is Japan's most famous rice wine? I'm not sure what dake is. But apart from that, I think it's maybe a typo, is sake. Sake. There we go. Lupe. Who was the first one? Fort Walton. A lot of other people. Sake. Sake. I think it's pronounced sake. It's S-A-K-E. That's the right spelling, but sake. All right. Up to 13. Oh, 12 at YouTube. Generoustrivia.com, guys. Go from Reddit over there. I'd appreciate it. Let's beat my record on YouTube. All righty. What would a Bangladeshi man do with his lungi? L-U-N-G-I. Lungi? Yes, so much lag. I'm so far. So, Turanian. Go to generoustrivia.com. Brings you over to YouTube. Way less lag. Way quicker answers on YouTube because there's way less. What would a Bangladeshi man do with his lungi? Not eat it, not sell it, not sail it. There we go. Tony got it right, as well as who got it? Line A1 got it right with wear it. Wrapping him as that he would wear it. I'm not sure. Is it on the head? I don't know. Whoever got it right. Where's the lungi? Is it wrapped around the body, the head? I don't know. What mountain supports a huge statue of Christ that looks down on Rio? Anybody know the name of that mountain? What mountain supports a huge statue of Christ that looks down on Rio? Anybody know? What is the name of the mountain that the large, it's in Rio. Yeah, that is the answer. Can't remember the name. I named the city, my bad. No problem, Radiate. Breeze Master, that's a really old question, like the beginning of the game type answer. It's not Redeemer Mountain. It is Denjoga. It was the only one I see that got it right. with Sugarloaf Mountain. Sugarloaf Mountain is correct. Hey, 16 watching on YouTube. Awesome, guys. In the next 5 minutes, I'll give away money. Then I'll go 15 more minutes. Then I got to go. I've actually got relatives here. I have in-laws here, and I'm doing trivia. Probably why I'm doing trivia. No, I like doing trivia. They understand. Here we go. Who won the 25th National Basketball Association Finals in 1971? The Milwaukee Bucks or the Baltimore Bullets? The Milwaukee Bucks or the Baltimore Bullets? Yes, meet Jesus on Sugarloaf. Yeah. No, Sugarloaf Mountain. I knew that one. Never been to Rio, but I'll go someday. Matthew, nice to see you here. And Tony, guessing Alioth. And Van Rose, nice to see you as well as Jen Joga. All getting the Bucks. Yeah, no, not the Bullets. The Bucks. All righty. It was the Milwaukee Bucks, who are now reigning champions as we speak. What desert? Okay, here we go. We got 17 and 15. 30 people should answer this correctly. What desert covers approximately 80% of Algeria? Let's meet the. I don't think they're coming on. They're not coming on at any point. Oh, I love the speed of YouTube. Guys, go to generoustrivia.com if you want the speed. Matthew first, CT, Tony, R88, Hubert. Everybody knows. Van Rose, Alioth, Fort Walton, Rara, Hertz, Hubert. Everybody knows. Sahara, yes. Vulpe, Line 1, the Sahara Desert. Bonus question from Fort Walton Bleat. What does Sahara mean? Does it have to do anything with dryness or lack of rain? That would be my guess, but I don't know. Breezemaster also getting. Anybody know what Sahara means? Fort Walton Bleach is giving us a bonus question. What woman's name was the last word spoken by Napoleon? The horizon, Vulpe is guessing. Endless. Oh, there. Vast. There we go. See far. There we go. That's what we think Sahara mean. Hope it's correct. What woman name was the last word spoken by Napoleon? Tony doesn't like his answer. Removes it. Denjoga, Fort Walton, 515. I think that was it. Girl, all getting it right with Josephine. All righty. Couple more questions. Then we'll ask the money question on YouTube. And then I'll go for another 15 or so minutes. Then I got to go see the in-laws. Here we go. It was Josephine. All righty. What is the better known name of crime fiction writer Lady Malawan DBE? What is the better known name of crime fiction writer Lady Malawan DBE? Obviously used a writer's name, and this is her actual name. So it's desert. There we go. It means desert, according to Fort Walton Bleach. So Sahara means desert. Or just call it the Sahara, and then you just said desert, right? There we go. Line A, I think it was, who was it here? Alioth, Rara Hertz, Denjoga, and Vulpe, all getting it right with Agatha Christie. Here's a question. What does the DBE mean on her original name? DBE. What does that stand for? It's got to be standing for something. Alrighty. Here we go. Let me find a question. So how this works, guys, is I write a number. And then if you answer this correctly on YouTube, so if you're not on YouTube, go there now. Go to generoustrivia.com. That's where you need to be to answer this and get the $5 gift card from Amazon. Go to generoustrivia.com. I'm going to write down a number. If your answer is correct in this position, then that I write down, you'll get the money. I'll send it to you right after the show. All right. What iron does a golfer most often use for high angle shots to place balls on the green? Okay. What iron does a golfer most often use for high angle shots to place balls on the green? There we go. Tony saying pitching wedge. Denjoga saying pitching. Radiate is the third. The third, there we go, is the third answer. Radiate got it with pitching wedge. So Radiate, do you have we're gonna go for another 15 minutes, then I gotta go see the in-laws. But Radiate, do you have Instagram? Let me, yeah, it was pitching wedge, Radiate wedge, pitching wedge, same thing. There's a sand wedge. It just said wedge, so I'm thinking pitching wedge would be the right one. So congrats, Radiate. Radiate, you do have Instagram? Okay. And then we'll chat then for your, so just give me your Instagram and then we'll chat. Then we'll continue. We got 16 left on Reddit and 12 left on YouTube. I'm going to do away with the light here. I'll go till 10:15. We got a good match going. It's kind of fun, so let's keep going. What city on Route 66 has a name you might expect to see stars and stripes flying from? It lagged on me. Just give me, the lag. I missed your Insta. No. Radiate, you tell me your Insta. You type it in, then I'll start the conversation, Radiate. Then I'll start the because then I'll know it's you. Then we start the conversation. Then I get your details, and we're good. So Radiate, give me yours on the stream. I hope it's not a big deal. I don't think you'll get people stalking you. Here we go. What's the answer? Scone, very close, but missing a little bit of the answer. Denjoga gets it right with Flagstaff. It is Flagstaff. All righty. There we go. I see you, 8ITS2. I'll go back and I'll write that down, and I'll do it right after the show. We'll be good. All righty. What kind of animals starred on the movie Happy Feet? Oh, there's a simple one. What kind of animal starred in Happy Feet? Denjoga. Big brain. Hey, no problem, Radiate. I'll send it to you. We'll start the conversation. I'll send it to you. All righty. Penguin, Volpe. Who was the first one? Jamie here. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Tony. Tony. Everybody knows penguin. Bonus with the emoji. All righty. What did Al Capone largely fund his criminal empire on? Nailed it. I love the ones I big brain. You know what I mean by big braining an answer? It's like you don't know off the top of your head. You have to think about it, and then you come up with the right answer. Anyways, you guys big brain them all the time. And every time I big brain it, I love it. There we go. Robin Williams. So yes, there is quite a few alcohols, but more specifically, it was bootleg alcohol or illegal alcohol. It was illegal alcohol. In my mind, I said bootleg alcohol, and that was right. What city boasts the Rembrandt House Museum? The Rembrandt House Museum. I didn't get that right. Didn't big brain that. What city boasts the Rembrandt House Museum? I got the wrong nationality. No, I'm really upset. Tony and Alioth big braining this. Good. I'm glad I didn't totally screw this up. Other people aren't getting it. Line A, New York, Paris, Philadelphia, not correct. Tony, Alioth, and Denjoga, big braining it. It is, in fact, Amsterdam. Amsterdam. So, yes, it was Amsterdam. Alrighty. Here we go. What country left... Oh, no, did that already. What F word did Tony Blair fight to have removed from the European Constitution? What could that be? What F word did Tony Blair fight to have removed from the European Constitution? Ah. Yeah, I wasn't close. Anybody know? No, not freedom. Though that's good. It was probably better than mine. Not fraternité. Nope. No idea. What F word did Tony Blair fight to have removed from the European Constitution? Not forfeit, not fishing. We shall have no fishing in this European Union. Not France. We do not approve of France being part of this union. No, it wasn't that. Yeah. French fries or freedom fries or fair. No, it's none of those. Fungible. Nope. Not an NFT moment there. Here we go. What F word did Tony Blair have moved from? Okay, so the word, there we go. Alio finally coming up with it with federal. Federal. Somehow federal ended up in there and he didn't like that. Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks seems more appropriate, but no, it was federal. So who was that? Alioth being brain dead. Alrighty. What book about little creatures was Roald Dahl's first work for children? What book about little creatures was Roald Dahl's first work for children? I didn't get that right. Not Gulliver's Travel, though that does have a lot of little people, but it wasn't that. Guys, if you haven't given a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And guys, if you're on YouTube and haven't subscribed, why not? Please do. It's free. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, let's get a few more subscribers on YouTube. It is actually my platform of choice. It doesn't give me any issues. My Little Pony, no. Charlie and the Charlotte's Web. Hungry Caterpillar, no. Frog and the Toad, no. Indian in the Cupboard. Are we naming all of Roald Dahl's children's book? No. It was a movie with little creatures that had the voice of Howie Mandel. There's my answer, or my clue. Had the voice of Howie Mandel. Not sounding like Howie Mandel either. What book about little creatures was Roald Dahl's first work for children? Not the Smurfs. R.T. Sasser's back. Give me a big brain. Billy Goat Gruff. The Borers? No. A Bug's Life? No. The Cupboard? Huh. Nobody can use my Howie Mandel. Not Noggles. Not Alvin and the Chipmunks. They're little furry creatures that can turn quite nasty. At least in the movie. I don't know if the movie actually is connected to the book at all. There is True Confessions. I don't know. There's stuff I don't know. Not the Wombies. There we go. Line A1. And Hubert putting us out of our miseries. Yes, the Gremlins. I guess if I give enough hints, eventually people... Anyways, the voice of Howie Mandel is one of the Gremlins, or maybe even more than one. What vitamin was isolated from fish liver oil in 1917? Got it right. What vitamin was isolated from fish liver oil in 1917? Good old Howie Mandel. And the Gremlins. The good old Gremlins. There we go. Then no, not B12. I just dug. It's okay. Not B, not B12. Denjoga, not omega-3. Denjoga, the only one to get that correct with vitamin And D, vitamin D. All right. What is Soho short for? Oh, I had no idea. What is Soho short for? I didn't know this. Something new. What is Soho short for? Vitamin D. It was correct. Or no, vitamin D. So RT Sasser just giving us the alphabet there. It was a vitamin D. South Hollywood, Southern Country. That's stuff that I would guess. I didn't have a guess because I didn't know. But in fact, everybody on YouTube seems to know. South of Houston. Then Joga, Alias, Rawa Hertz. Everybody seems to know south of Houston. Who knew? I thought the Soho district, yeah, is in lots of different cities, and apparently it's south of Houston. Alrighty. What fictional Harvard professor appears in Dan Brown's novel, including the Da Vinci Code? Novels. Oh, okay. Sorry. What fictional Harvard professor appears in Dan Brown's novels, including the Da Vinci Code? In other words, who's the main fictional Harvard professor? South of Houston Street. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's not the city of Texas, it's the street of Houston. Interesting. Thanks, Alioth, for that little tidbit. Here's the question. What fictional Harvard professor appears in Dan Brown's novels, including the Da Vinci Code? So many big brains. Yes, south of Houston. Forrest Gump? No, not Forrest Gump. Not Sherlock. Not Professor Tippy T. Tinkletrouters. People think it's Langford. I've got a slightly different name here. I'm sure if this was Jeopardy, I don't think he would give it to you because it's that different. It's not quite Langford. Is it a woman? I have no idea. Oh, Robert. First name. Anybody get the correct last name? Might be the actor, but it's not the name of the character. It was Robert. It's not Professor Xavier. I don't know. It's Robert. But who can guess the full or the right last name? It's not Lanyon. Anybody know the correct last name? I guess the Da Vinci Code isn't that. Not Langston. Wow. It's not got the same run as I don't know, Tony Stark or something. No, not Joseph Lennon. Robert is his first name, and it's something close to Langford and Langston. Nobody seems to know. It is the real official is Robert Langdon. Langdon. And unless that's incorrect and somebody knows that for a fact, that's probably Langdon is the right last name. Alrighty. What number of varieties associated with Heinz products? Yes, I got this right. What number of varieties is associated with Heinz products? Oh, the Da Vinci Code. Now it all makes sense. Fort Walton? There we go. Tony, Radiate, Dan Joga, everybody on YouTube seems to remember. It's the 57 varieties. 57. There we go. Fort Walton and MC1R. Nice to see you. Give me a big brain emoji. Alrighty, guys. I need to go see the in-laws. We're into the final 5. I hope you've enjoyed. It's been fun tonight. It's been good. Thanks for coming to YouTube. Guys, as you go to, just so you know, we're about to release some YouTube shorts of trivia. The first one, hopefully, in the next day or so. Go watch it. It's 1 minute of your life. But let's get a whole bunch of people watching, and we'll get closer to monetization and giving away the big bucks. Yes, I got to give $5 away tonight. All righty. What city's annual Fringe is the world's largest art festival? Alioth has to leave. I got 5 more questions, and let's rock and roll here. What city's annual Fringe is the world's largest art festival? There we go. That's another option. If you want to hear it quicker, you can always watch it in YouTube and answer in Reddit, or if you only have a Reddit account or something like that. Alrighty. What city's annual Fringe is the world's largest art festival? No, I got 5 more. It's called the Final 5, Alioth. I always do that at the end, just kind of gives people an idea that I'm wrapping up. So we got 5 more questions. No, it's not San Fran. It's not Vienna. Yeah, the last 5. Now it's going to be the last 4. Thanks, are you, Leonard? I have never gotten COVID. I haven't been sick. Are you, Leonard? I swear you not. I have not been sick since COVID began. I love being away from people. Not New York, not Rio, not Seattle, not LA. Oh, I thought this was a pretty famous festival. What city's annual Fringe is the world's largest arts festival? Like, I'd heard of it, but I was also a juggler in a past life, so I knew about Fringe festivals and stuff like this. Guys, it's in Europe. I'll give you that. It's not New York, not Seattle. It's not Paris or Montreal. Not Melbourne, not New York. I'm not sure Fort Walton's trying to be funny or not, but Gung Hojo. Gung Ho. That you don't happen to be the one that I know in New Brunswick, Gung Ho. I know somebody that goes by a similar name. So if it's you, let me know. Edinburgh. Edinburgh was the right answer, and Gung Hojo got it right. Anyway, if I know Gung Ho, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if I know him. Alrighty. Okay, here's a really good question. I like this movie, so I think it's a good question just for that. Whose memory is the movie Gladiator dedicated to? Whose memory? And bonus questions if you know why. I bet if you know who it is, you know why. But whose memory is the movie Gladiator dedicated to? Sad thing is, I didn't know the person's name, but I know exactly why it was dedicated to him. Anybody know whose memory is the movie Gladiator dedicated to, and why? Edinburgh. Fringe? No, I said Fringe. Is my pronunciation rah-rah hurts of Friends? Not Marcus Aurelius. No. Whose memory is the movie Gladiator dedicated to, and why? Before Ridley Scott? No. No, not Marcus Aurelius. Not the guy who got mauled by a tiger. I love the movie, so this little bit of trivia, even though I don't know a lot of actors' names. I don't remember those, but I knew this one because it's pretty famous for this movie, but not famous enough, apparently. Anybody know, before I spoil it for everybody, the guy who got mauled by the tiger? Then Joker, I assume that's in jest. I don't think that actually happened. No, not Russell Crowe, not Commodus, not Sean Connery. Huh. So, yeah, RT Sasser giving us all the A's. Alrighty, nobody knows. So the gentleman's name is Oliver Reed, and if I'm remembering this right, I know this is a story. I'm pretty sure he was dedicated. He was the slave owner that owned the gladiators, including the gladiator. He died during the movie, and there's one scene at the very end of the movie where he gets killed, and his back is turned to the guards about to kill him, and he repeats a line from earlier in the movie, because it's obviously not him anymore, because they used a body double and didn't show his face anymore. So he actually says a line exactly repeated from earlier in the movie. And yeah, he died during the movie, so they dedicate it to him. His name was Oliver Reed. There's my tidbit. Alrighty, last 3 questions. What name was given to the handling bits of paper that confuse... What name was given to the hanging bits of paper that confused vote counters in 2000? There we go. We got the right answer on YouTube. Anybody on Reddit got it. Tony, Danjoga, Cubert, all getting it right with the Chad, the hanging Chad, and the controversy that represented Florida in the 2000 election. Is that where the Chad meme comes from? Is it from hanging Chads, or is it completely different? Anybody know? Don't be like Chad. Like, is hanging Chads and the nickname or meme Chad, is that from the same thing, or is that just coincidence? Yeah, it was in Florida too. So I don't know. All right. What did Coco Chanel call her best-selling perfume because it was her lucky number? Oh, and it also is my lucky number. So there we go. There we go. Tony and Rara and Jamie and Cubert and Alioth and Line 1, all knowing it's 5. Hey guys, my name's Mike the Canadian. I hope you've enjoyed. Guys, if you're on Reddit, go to r/generous trivia. That's where you can sign up. Somebody could type that in to see my times. If you're on YouTube, thanks for going to YouTube, guys. It helps me get closer to monetization, and then I get to give away lots more money. If you can hang out on YouTube instead of Reddit at times, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. It is number 5. All righty. Here is the last question of the day. Again, on YouTube, we're going to have a short, probably in the next 24 hours. So check it out. Here we go. Who won the 25th Indianapolis 500 race in 1937? Wilbur Shaw or Bill Cummings? Who was alive to remember that? Vulpe, what are you doing? It's kind of a weird thing to put in there. Vulpe, not really appreciate it, actually. Why you're posting something about New Zealand news. Whatever. There we go. Wilbur Shaw. Wilbur Shaw. It was Wilbur Shaw, not the other option. Who was it? Bill Cummings. All righty. Guys, yeah. I would delete that if I were you, Wilbur. That's our Vulpa. Not appreciate. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for partaking. If you're on YouTube now and haven't subscribed, please do that. Thanks for the upvotes. Thanks for everything. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back. I don't know tomorrow. It's my son's big day, so I don't know. I might try and do a 9 a.m., but we'll see. Look at r/generous trivia. Hang up then. All righty. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye now. Oops. Reddit and YouTube.